その夏休みとかそういう長い休みの時だけ帰ってきて時々会えるおばあちゃんだったんだけど、一番好き。
If you've ever walked through a souvenir shop in Japan, you might have seen one of these things. It's called a temari. They're considered a Japanese folk art or craft, but actually they came from China in the 7th century. And usually the nobility would give them to their kids, and they're made out of silk or worn out parts of kimono. But over the years, expensive materials such as silk were replaced with more affordable fibers like cotton. And thus, more everyday people were able to make these things and play with them too. However, with the invention of synthetic rubber, temari were replaced with bouncy balls, soccer balls, basketballs, etc. And eventually these things just became decorative pieces in your house. Instead of a toy, temari are more likely being displayed as Japanese objects. Now, let's get to the middle of these things. Quite literally, it is made out of rice bran, which is then covered in washi paper, and then that is bound with cotton string. And then once that is made into a tight, perky, round sphere, there is another layer of cotton string, and then from there you make these ornate, colorful designs. For a pro like Yoshiko-san, it takes about 2 to 3 hours from start to finish for a regular temari. But she said that some of her more ornate or difficult designs could take her all day.
このもみ殻のカシャカシャいう音がなくなるぐらいまで固く締めるので、左手の力がかなりいる。固くできないからおばあちゃんたちがこう手まりをやめるともったいないので、固くするくらいやったら私たち全然やりますからと長く続けてもらって、太い糸だと表面がボコボコしてあまり見栄えが良くないので、今度細い糸、力を入れずに巻いていくばっかり。もうこれテレビ見ながらとかやってる。私子供のバス待ちながらいつも車の中で巻いてる。バスまだかな。で巻いたものに模様のガイドになる線を入れていくんですけど、分割という作業です。ちょうど1周分の紙テープをと待ち針で、これでこの待ち針からこの待ち針の距離がどこから測っても同じ。
Oh, and as a side note, Yukiko-san does offer a taiken or temari making experience once or twice a month at her beautiful house in Kurashiki. You can reserve online or contact her through Instagram, and I'll leave the link in the description down below. She'll have already prepared the cores of the temari for you, so all you have to do is focus on the designs and the colors. Overall, it takes about 2 hours to do, but I guarantee you it's going to be one of the chillest at-home experiences you'll have in Japan. Now, back to the process.
巻くだけ、ガイドが決まってたら巻くだけなので、その初めて作った6歳ぐらいの頃にも簡単だった。いろんなことに興味があって、いろんなことをやってみたくって、すごいこう好奇心で生きてきたところがあって、なんとなくそれが私に似ててあれやってみたい、これやってみたいって。私その夏休みとかそういう長い休みの時だけ帰ってきて時々会えるおばあちゃんだったんだけど、一番好き。家を継ぐ人がいない、家っていうかこの家を守っていく人がいないなとか、手まりを継ぐ人がいないなって言われて、じゃあ私がって言えた。やっぱり、孫が作ってたらもうどんだけ下手でも上手ってやっぱり言ってくれると思う。もう下手じゃなって言われたらもう多分二度とする気が起きないかもしれないんですけど、上手にできたね、いいねって言ってもらえて作ってきたから、だからすごい好きなんだと思う、この手仕事が。これが私昔作った6歳の頃に作った手まり。もうこことかも全然交差点が合ってないくて不格好だけど。
Now, depending on the region of Japan, the shape, color, and design of these temari change drastically. The temari that my friend Yukiko-san makes is called Kurashiki Temari, and it's based off of a temari in Kumamoto called Higomari. And the founder of Kurashiki Temari, Tonomura Kichinosuke, was deeply involved with maintaining Japanese folk art and culture. In fact, he started a community group in Kurashiki decades ago to teach housewives how to do various Japanese crafts.
あの時に公民館で棚村先生のお話を聞きながら、その中の何人ぐらいだったでしょうかな、7、8人かな。 とにかく天まりだけじゃなくて籐の籠を編んだり、それからこう刺し子をしたり、それから小銀の袋をしたり、とにかくその女は家庭でできる仕事を持つべきだよ。でいろんなことをしたんです。籐の籠なんかでも長い籐を買ってお風呂で柔らかくして、それを籠を作ったのが今でも使ってるんですけど、外へ出なくても家庭を守りながら何かができるいうことはとってもいいことであって、そういう教育をずっと受けてきたんですよ。
Now, I want you to bear in mind that this is a long time ago and expectations for women and men were quite different.
何にもしないでぼんやりしとるよりは、何かそれをしとるいうこと生きがい言うたら大げさかもしれませんけど、でも考えてみたらやっぱり年を取ってから本当に何かを作るいうことができるのは楽しいもんなんですよ。昔私はミシン仕事してたんですけども、ミシンの仕事はそこらがゴミだらけになるし、ミシンを出したり入れたりので、ちょっと遠方行く時には2つ3つポケット入れていってお土産にあげたり、ものすごく楽しいんです。
You wouldn't really know it from this footage, but Yukiko-san's grandmother actually has dementia. So it goes to show how important the memories of Temari and Yukiko-san as a child are to the grandmother. And I definitely have a soft spot for my grandmother, so I can relate with Yukiko-san.
3歳ぐらいかな、時はどこへ住んどったんかな、和歌山におったんか。それで母親が連れてくると、その中へ入ってクシクシクシクシしてたんです。結構天まりになってたんです。可愛くて可愛くてそういう頃からこの人始めてるんです。
These days, the string that Yukiko-san uses is primarily dyed by hand. In fact, her hands. Though she does have various suppliers for the indigo dyed string, and she's not completely opposed to using industrially dyed string, she does prefer the artisanal quality and the color of the hand dyed string.
これを使うんですけど、これに糸がこうグツグツ煮込むと糸がどんどん絡まっていってしまうので、糸が絡まんように中心通してこうつけながらぐるぐる回しながらします。
And since the string was dyed in the kitchen, it honestly looked more like a cooking show than a craft video. The vibrant smells and colors of the boiling marigold flowers or the red root chips really reminded me of herbal tea. And the white string that's being boiled looked a lot like a Japanese noodles called somen, which is pretty popular to eat in the summertime. Anyway, on the day of shooting, Yukiko-san prepared 2 colors of string for us. One was like a clementine colored orange string, and the other string was a bit like a forest green or maybe even like a matcha green. For the orange color, she first dyed the string into the marigold flowers, which made a yellow color. And then from the yellow string, she put it into the red root chips, the mixture of which makes orange. And for the green, she already had the indigo colored string, which she then put into the marigold flowers to create that green color.
この色が欲しいんです、この色染めてくださいって言われても、全く同じものが出せるかはちょっと分かりませんけど、やってみますっていう感じです。勘とこうなったらいいなっていう期待と、作り手さんが今10人弱いるので、こう色の組み合わせが奇抜になりすぎたりとか、民芸品としての手まりっていうのを作っているので、カビにならないように色を厳選しながら染めています。
Now, over the years, I've gotten to cover my fair share of Japanese artisans and craftsmen on my channel. But for all its simplicity, the temari really resonates with me. It represents something that lay people can make and use, and it connects family, the community, and even strangers from foreign lands together. So, I'm grateful for Yukiko-san and her grandmother for sharing this important part of their life with me, and thanks to you guys for always watching and supporting this channel. If you have any questions or comments about temari, please let me know, and I'll catch you next time on QT Japan. Peace.
YouTube はよう話聞くんですけど、もう一つ私どういうことかよう分かる。
インターネットのテレビみたいな。
ああ、そうかそうかそうか。まあ広めてください。頑張ります。ありがとうございます。